the Vegan Pulse. I am your host, Nancy Arenas. My guest today is Elizabeth Bibiano from Vigos, the pop-up restaurant. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
Hi, Nancy. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
You too.
So, tell our audience a little bit about you.
Yeah, so my name's Elizabeth. I'm the owner and head chef of Vigos, where we specialize in New Mexican cuisine that's entirely plant-based. I'm a graduate of the culinary program over at CNM, and I am a lover of food. I love all food, but New Mexican food especially holds a special place in my heart because it's that comfort food that really kind of drives home those memories, those good memories. So I am not originally from Albuquerque, but I'm kind of an honorary member because I married into it. My husband's from Albuquerque originally, and we just kind of wound up here. But we love it. I absolutely love Albuquerque, and I love food.
And we are glad to have you here in Albuquerque. I can tell you that. Now, my first question for you is, well, pretty much it's a statement first. You have your Vigos. Did I say it right?
You did, yes.
Okay. Vigos pop-up restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
What inspired you to come up with that?
Yeah. It's kind of a long story, but I guess the short version of it is that when I was transitioning to a plant-based diet, because I was originally raised on those traditional Western meals where animal protein is the basis of most of your meals. When I was transitioning away from that, I looked into the market for those New Mexican favorites that I spoke of that I just absolutely love, like your tamales and your enchiladas. And I didn't find what I was looking for. I was really surprised. And so I started experimenting in the kitchen. And then one thing led to another, and Vigos was born. And I realized that other people out there were also missing those new classics.
And that brings me to my next question. Tell us a little bit about your menu, like the food items that you have to offer.
Yeah. So again, we always try to incorporate New Mexican cuisine as kind of the heart of each recipe, but I like to put my own little modern twist on it. So a good example of that would be like our Nobody Calls Me chicken sandwich, which is a soy-based chicken patty that we fry and put on a concha bun. So the concha bun is kind of that New Mexican kind of twist. And then we layer it up with lettuce, tomato, and chipotle mayo and pickles. So that's our newest favorite, if you will. But tamales is really kind of what got us noticed, what got us on the map. We really wanted to harness those again, traditional flavors and textures, and red chili jackfruit really nailed it home for us. So always New Mexican inspired is what we try to focus on. But you got your tamales, your burritos, we've done chili rellenos, enchiladas, sandwiches, and the list just kind of continues to get longer and longer because I can't help myself.
Now, I can attest that the food that you offer is delicious. I have had the opportunity to taste it, and I love it.
Thank you.
COVID-19 lockdown, what does that mean for your business? What has happened now?
Yeah, it's been a big bummer for sure. We spent the winter really working hard on finalizing a schedule for the summer. We had events that were scheduled. We had catering, so we had pop-ups. I mean, you name it, we had it on the books, and we were scheduled out until like July, I want to say, and they all got canceled. So that was kind of like, okay, let's sit down and figure out what we're going to do. But although it has been not a pleasant experience, it kind of has turned into and evolved into a point where it gives us the time for Jonathan, my husband, and I to sit down and kind of reassess, okay, what are our goals? Where are we going to go with Vigos? And so we have a lot of big ideas that we're going to be shooting for in the future, most definitely. So when things calm down a little bit, we really want to kind of hit the market hard. But just want to remind people that we are here and we don't plan on going anywhere. So
That's awesome. And are you open right now? Are you accepting orders? How can we get your food during this time? Please,
Yes.
please.
We are definitely open. So we have really been so blessed with Prismatic Coffee House. They've allowed us to post up there on a semi-permanent basis. So we'll be there Fridays and Saturdays for the remainder of the month of April for breakfast service. So we start at 9 a.m. Until sold out, which that sold out time keeps getting shorter and shorter and shorter because the ABQ community has just been so amazing. And we're working on a dinner service because we keep hearing that, like, hey, we love breakfast, but we also want dinner. So we hear you guys. And also on the west side, we hear you too. We're trying to get over there. So we take all that feedback into consideration, but we are definitely here. So follow us on Instagram and Facebook so you can stay posted on where we are and what we'll be serving.
So what happens? Does someone call ahead? Does someone text? How do they get the food? Because there's no in-house service. So how do they get it?
Yeah, so another great partnership has been with a local business called AdMe, and they have provided us a platform for our customers to place orders online. They place them ahead of time, or not rather ahead of time, but they place them online and then they come and they pick up their order. And it gives us the opportunity to reach out to those customers via text message and let them know, hey, your order, we received it, and hey, your order's ready for pickup. So it avoids gatherings and lines and things like that. So the link is on our bio page on Instagram. And you can also find the link for a menu on our website at vigosabq.com. The link doesn't necessarily go live, like you can't place an order until we're actually serving. So that's kind of one of the caveats to that, but you can still take a peek at it.
Well, thank you so very much.
Thanks for having me.
I surely appreciate you, and thank you for sharing time on the Vegan Pulse today. I appreciate you.
My
and
pleasure.
Your cooking specialties and your cooking specialties.
Thanks, Nancy. We appreciate it. Everything you're doing is great. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Vegan Pulse. I am your host, Nancy Arenas. Like us on Facebook, Vegan Pulse. And remember, if you have a pulse, you have a purpose. Live vegan.